Hello everyone, my name is Binks and welcome back to Let's Play Lovingly Evil, the big bad dating sim. Now, this game is one that I started a while back and I was streaming it, but then life got in the way and I wasn't able to squeeze in any time to stream. So before my computer no longer is able to play games, because hopefully you already saw the video I put up about that. Um, I decided I should squeeze in some time to finish the storyline that I was playing through. So let's do that because we're invested. You know, we already went through a few streams and I just want to see how this all turns out. Alright, this should be the last day of the conference, I believe. The fourth day of the conference begins. The reception hall seems to be empty. Everyone must be enjoying the conference instead of hanging out in the lobby. Alright. Disguises for every occasion, part 1. And part 2, political correctness gone mad. Lunch, creative vengeance, masterclass in manipulation. Huh. Interesting how there's 2 blank spots at the end. But let's continue on with Beatrice. Let's see, of course we check here first. You walk around the conference for a bit, but quickly grow tired of hearing the same phrases over and over. And yes, you are at a villain conference that gathers the most evil of them all. But you simply can't handle hearing the words startup, innovation, or Bitcoin anymore. You decide to talk to someone whose vocabulary is more advanced. You spot a familiar blue hairdo not too far away. But Nova seems focused on something and doesn't react when you approach her. You touch her shoulder gently. Nothing. Could she be broken? Did the doctor do something to her? The next time you see him around, you pet her shoulder again. Nothing still. Have we seen this dialogue before? I don't remember. It's been a long time. Nova? She turns her head and smiles brightly at you. Very brightly. The microdiodes inside her mouth are blinking with excitement. Her face changes when she notices your hand on her shoulder. Oh, that was a weird sound. Yes, Beatrice. Why are you holding my shoulder? Did you think you could sneakily unscrew some of my parts and sell them on the black market? Or, as I believe most villains call it, the market? What? No, this has nothing to do with screwing or unscrewing. I was just trying to get your attention. My audio receptors work just fine. Why would you go around touching others without asking first, anyway? Besides, my nerve modules are still in a prototype stage, so I keep them off most of the time. To simplify, I can't sense touch. Sorry, I'm glad you're okay.
So, what would you like to discuss?
Oh, okay, voice acted. Interesting. Wait, what's here? Got a text from her? I found a program that simulates dreaming. When did you text me this? We're texting even though we're right in front of each other. It requires turning off 99.5% of my processing. And what is left is fed random data from my hard drives. The result was a rather tiresome experience of trying to stop the doctor and a giant naked mole rat from killing each other. Oh no. While editing people's dead journal pages to show the songs they actually listen to rather than the ones they want others to think they like, it felt both real and not real at the same time. Is that what dreaming is like? Sounds pretty accurate. Fascinating. The same company produces other simulations too, such as Existential Dread Simulator. Oh, that's horrible. I would never want that. I go through that enough on my own. I'm gonna have so many new experiences. Beacon official, today, last day of the conference. Hope you have a fun and useful event. Now's a great time to make sure that all the loose ends are tied up. Remember, even if you run out of things to talk about with someone, they might want to talk to you more later on. Okay. Try to impress her. You're pretty sure it might be impossible for you to impress a powerful robot that knows just about everything. It might be worth a try anyway. The worst that could happen is she remembers it forever. You decide to go with... Oh no. I don't think either of these would impress her. She'd be like, ha, your memory is horrible. And then the pickup line, she'd be like, what was that? Let's do the pickup line. Are you made of copper and tellurium? Because you are C-U-T-E. Does tellurium actually exist? I used to be good about the periodic table. Now I'm like, I don't remember nothing. But Nova doesn't seem to have heard the answer as she springs up with excitement and primps her hair. Oh, Beatrice, you noticed. It's a fairly new addition to my components and not that easy to spot. Well, it worked. We made her happy. The doctor never notices when I change something about my gears. Which, of course, is all according to my plan. The reason why my voice sounds so clear is the tellurium in my audio cords. I didn't know you held such interest in chemical elements. Well, it worked. Not the way you intended, but you decide to play along and not reveal that her assumptions are that's A-L, aluminum I guess, F-A-L-S-E, and you're not that much of a G-E-N-I-U-S after all. Oh, nerd humor. Gotta love it. Alright, touch. So, you don't sense touch at all? Correct. That's sad. I wonder if she likes that? Oh, I'm worried. To her it might be really convenient. That's sad. It's one of the things I'd miss if I were a robot. But you said it's possible for you to add that component. It is. The nerve module I ordered has only positive reviews from the entire online robotic community. And it came in discreet packaging, too. The doctor never suspected anything. Well, when you get those nerve modules sorted out and all, I'll be sure to ask first before touching you. Would you like to help me calibrate them now? I can't possibly ask the doctor. He'd be angry that you're modifying yourself on your own. Well, yes, but I also wouldn't want him anywhere near my touch receptors. Yeah. Sure, I'd like to help. What do I do? Nothing naughty? No, I doubt it. Let me just switch it on. Nova's metal eyelids start blinking rapidly, and when they stop, she looks like she's just woken up from a nap. Beatrice, can I touch your face? For science. That face. No. 'Cause I'm like, I kind of don't trust her. But, yes, we said we'd help her, so go ahead. Nova scans the area around you and, deciding there's no danger of the doctor emerging from around the corner, slowly reaches both her arms out towards your face. You look into her pink eyes. You could swear her pupils have dilated just a bit, yeah. She gasps. Incredible! If my humor algorithms were not properly calibrated, I'd even say it feels touching. It sure is. This is probably the closest I'll ever get to caressing a naked mole rat. Why? I feel like you love naked mole rats a little too much. To help me calibrate my touch receptors, I need us to engage in physical contact for a short while. Oh my. That sounds doable. What do you suggest? My knowledge of biological senses is only theoretical. How would you engage in touch play with one of your own kind? Oh my. They're all so scandalous, especially holding hands. Oh, wow. That's very forward, but I mean, tickling might be a little too much. And the hair, I don't know what the hair is made of. But of course I want to hold hands. Well, it's pretty common for people to hold hands. Yes, I've processed a significant amount of information about this ritual. Hand-holding may be performed in connection with many activities, including parental safety guidance, religious ceremonies, games, and sports, as well as a popular way to act as a vector for disease. Yes, but I was thinking more about romantic pairing. Yes. I have researched this as well. The doctor holds my hand sometimes, theoretically in this sense, but it's quite strange and never with my permission. That doesn't sound very romantic. I thought so too, but then again, I still have a lot to learn about social behaviors. Maybe you'd like to give me your permission then? Nova's eyes flick quickly around the conference room.
Yes!
Yes, certainly. I will elevate your privileges to that level.
Yeah, we made it, y'all! Holding hands and then turning your head to the side and silently doing that gesture of yeah, you know, your own little fist pump. Yeah.
Your Nova's hands. Why does that sound weird to me? Your Nova's hands reach forward shyly until your fingertips meet in the middle with a slight static shock that makes you both flinch. Oh my. As your hands interlock, you notice that hers are trembling slightly. Maybe it's just the vibration of her motors. Her white pink eyes meet yours as you take a small step closer. I'm not sure my sensors are properly calibrated. Is this what it's supposed to feel like? What does it feel like? Shivery. I think they're working correctly then. That's it? Not even a sentence of they bask in each other's presence, just simply holding hands for a good 20 minutes or so. Oh, that was cute. Oh, something new? Nova. Hey. Oh my. A heart emoji? And a toaster. I thought you might want to see it. Isn't it a cutie? Absolutely. The cutest toaster I've ever seen. Do you have many friends? A few. Only a couple, but we're really close. Why? Well, people have such varying ideas on when someone counts as a friend. It's nice to know I'm part of an exclusive club. Aw, that kind of friend zoned me, but it's alright. Is she there? What's up? The ceiling, I believe. Oh, you're so funny, Nova. That's not what I am testing my new dad joke algorithm. Is it working? Oh, it's so good. It's like the stuff of dreams, babe. Yeah, I guess. You seemed down earlier. Are you also testing a new algorithm? Pun not intended. Anyway, is something wrong? You seem kinda sad. Well, it is the last day of the conference. I wanted to gather more field research material while I'm here, but it seems I won't have many more chances to do so. Okay, let's go for it. Oh no, quiz time. Which of these wars or historical events had the highest death toll? I don't have my chat with me to help, so I'm just guessing. Highest death tolls. You would think World War One, but you never know. You would think.
Incorrect.
Yeah, I kind of felt like it looks too simple, so I don't know much about the other three, so. What is the memory capacity of an average human brain? Should be a lot. I'd be shocked if it was megabytes or gigabytes, so.
Correct.
Yay! What beverage did people offer to Seonida? Seonida? A water spirit who they worshipped. I don't know what culture that's from.
Ale is an old-time drink, right? I would think tea, ale, or wine, because those have been around longer. Seonida. I don't know what culture. Ah, that would have helped. Seonida. Maybe wine?
Wrong answer.
I don't know. I'm curious, but...
According to scientists' estimates, how many species go extinct every day?
Oh, that's sad. I hope that it's not that high. Maybe 20?
Wrong answer.
Personal question.
What is your biggest regret?
Not being with my father. Giving up on my dream. Listening to toxic people and letting their comments get to me. Ooh. Not telling someone I love them. That's sad. I think this one hurts me. The fact I have not been pursuing writing when I'm stuck in a job that I'm really miserable in. Oh, that hurts. That really hurts.
Sounds heavy. What is the defining characteristic of the Wendigo?
Cannibalism.
Yes, that's it.
I would know that, of course. Thanks to Supernatural and, what's that name of that game? Shoot, the one with the cabin in the woods and all that. Teenagers. Oh, the one Coco played. Oh, I mean, I saw it on someone else's channel years ago, but... Anyway.
What is the origin of computer bugs?
Oh, I don't know. Known as the worm. I have no idea.
That's not it.
I don't know. I'm doing badly today. Which of these famous paintings depicts a dead body? Ooh. The Scream? Is that a dead body? I don't think so. It's just some weird face screaming. American Gothic. Nope, that's the couple in the farm. So it's either the swing or the Liberty leading the people. Maybe the swing?
Incorrect.
Oh, okay.
What is therapeutic cloning used for?
Therapeutic cloning. It sounds like this.
Yes, that's
Okay.
it.
Something personal. What was the most awkward phase in your life? Into boy bands. I'm not ashamed of that. Nope, never had a mullet. I think the self-conscious about looks thing, it just never goes away, so... But the boy band thing was during my awkward phase, even if that wasn't why. So I guess I could say that.
Yep, that's awkward, alright.
Don't judge me.
Which one of these monsters does not feature a large eye?
Oh no. I don't know what these two are. Quasit? Like Quasimodo? Kinda? Quasi. Nothic? Beholder sounds like eye, but doesn't mean that it necessarily is. I don't know.
That's right.
That was just a guess.
When cloning an animal, the clone will be genetically identical to which of the participants?
Oh gosh. You would think the egg donor?
That's not it.
Really? The nucleus of the egg donor is removed and replaced with the nucleus donors? I don't never heard that. What is I don't know how they pronounce it. Karen Charon. I know it's mythology. Obol. You would think it would be this one, right? The coin, maybe? It has to be the coin.
Yes, that's it.
Yeah. I have to look up how to pronounce that name because I've read it so many times and I never... Chiron? Charon? Oh, again with the vampire stuff? I love vampires, but I don't know it that well. Dang it. Of course, I don't have sign here to help me. Vlad the Third, Dracula of Wallachia. The Impaler.
Correct.
Sure. Bring us to my last question. Where do you find meaning in your life? This is tough because a lot of these friends and family mean a lot. Career and success is what I always am yearning for, and I'm not happy. Learning and self-improvement can apply to most of your life, though. So maybe that.
Somehow, I'm not surprised.
Sure. I did bad, I know.
I'm seriously considering moving you to the 3rd place on my best rats list.
Wow, what an honor.
I have come to the conclusion that I can't do it.
That was fast.
I have a supercomputer for brains. Most calculations take a fraction of a second. Anyway, there are so many great rats in this world.
4th place it is, then.
There are around 60 rat species, so 4th place is very high up on the list.
I don't know if that makes me feel any better, but thanks. Okay. Memories. How does your memory work?
My memory card is working very well, thanks for asking. It is very rare to hear such questions from non-robots.
You might be disappointed. I meant it in a very non-robotic way. Why would I ask if she can erase? What's your first memory?
I assume you're inquiring about the origins of the universe. Initiating data, origins of the universe. It all started...
No, that's not what I mean. I mean your first memory. Unless you were there when the universe began?
I was not, but I've read all about it. Isn't that the same?
Okay, forget about it. I mean, since you don't really seem to have your own memories, I guess you can't technically forget anything.
My own memories? Can you give me an example of a memory of your own?
Sure. So, when I first met you, you were different. I was scared. I didn't know what to say. It's always awkward to meet someone new. Coming up with things to talk about. I wish someone could just give me a list of interesting and relevant topics to choose from.
You should spend more time with the doctor then. He rarely lets anyone else speak. What else does that memory include?
I thought you were... Wow. Cute. Interesting. I thought you were interesting. I was intrigued.
Intrigued? I can't comprehend how the show I put on for the doctor could seem remotely interesting to anyone. I am so bored of it. Of course, I'd love to hear about your newest research, darling. Yes, the one I conducted myself while you were arguing about anime girls on your message boards. Ooh. Exasperating.
You notice how Nova can change her demeanor instantly, almost as if she had a magic switch in her brain, which is probably close to what actually happens when one is a robot. I had a feeling there was more to you than just that.
Okay, but how do you know all of that is a memory?
I don't know, it just feels like one.
And it's different from recalling something you've read?
Nova's eyes started blinking rapidly.
Perhaps I understand now. The data traveling through my wires has had a different flow to it ever since I broke free from my original programming. I apologize. There is a limited amount of phenomena I fail to explain in precise scientific terms. This seems to be one of them.
What do you remember from before you, hacked yourself?
I have a lot of data about that time, but according to our newly established definition, I don't think they meet the criteria of memories. I know those things happened, but they don't... What was the word you used? Feel like they happened to me. It's almost as if they happened to someone else and I just read up on it online.
Interesting. I like a lot of the very interesting kind of conversations and topics we cover with her. I'm going to try another simulation. This one is for sexual attraction. Oh my. Such a silly biological mechanism. Anyway, the program allows for choosing what to be attracted to. What? Me? Random other robots. Me. How about necromancers around 30 years old? Okay, but we should try it after the conference so we have time to experiment. Oh, she said okay. Okay, lunch. Is she here? It's lunchtime. Sit with Nova. Yeah. You're surprised to see Nova sitting alone. You glance around, but the doctor is nowhere to be seen. Don't worry, you won't have to listen to his ramblings today. He does make me laugh, though. Where is he? I may or may not have spiked his drink. Nothing too dangerous, of course. He's probably sleeping. Why don't you just poison him or something if you can spike his drink so easily? I have my reasons. You'll see. I will?
Yes.
Unless you are mysteriously blinded before the critical moment. That sounds really suspicious. My apologies. I would have said died, but only very few individuals would dare to break the conference rules like that, so it's somewhat unlikely. Wow, that really puts my mind at ease.
Huh.
My sarcasm module is still in the middle of calibrations. Could you confirm your intentions, please? It wasn't sarcasm. Sarcasm. Negative. Thanks for helping me with my calibrations. Somewhat unlikely death? I'll take those odds any day compared to how dangerous a villain's job usually is. Indeed, living creatures are so fragile. You have a nice, uninterrupted chat with Nova while you finish your lunch. Alright, creative vengeance. Kinda curious. Talk about creative vengeance is about to start. Oh, she's there! Okay, great. You see Nova sitting in one of the chairs. The doctor's nowhere to be seen. Stay to listen. Hello, Beatrice. Hi, Nova. What's up? I'm gathering inspiration. About creative vengeance? Yeah, I can understand why. My plans are already complete, but it never hurts to gather more data. Us villains tend to be far from forgiving, and the pure hatred we feel for our enemies grows exponentially over time. How could we ever hurt that pesky hero as much as they deserve? How could we begin to put them through the pain we have suffered? Well, you need to know your opponent's weaknesses in order to defeat them. I posit that understanding their value system and knowing the things that they truly fear and loathe is imperative to giving them a real punishment. While being unable to stop you from kicking puppies would be agony for any goody two-shoes. If you can blackmail them into doing it and then don't keep your end of the bargain, that is way more effective. Any form of torture is further enhanced by personalization. Watching Emily on repeat can be far more effective than knives to a certain type of person. Wow. Another factor, I know, ultimate torture for me and Coco. Being forced to play the game My Butler. Ultimate torture. No. That game. Another factor is length and frequency of torture sessions. For one person, a respite will be time to dwell in the horrors to come, while for another it might give hope that an end to their suffering is possible. It's a shame your nemesis died in an accident and you didn't get to be their downfall, but now you have plenty of ideas on how to tailor your vengeance to your opponent when you do find a new one. Oh, my hero died. Alright, masterclass in manipulation. Sounds interesting, but... Oh, okay. Where shall we go?
Excuse me?
Oh, hi Felix. How are you, cutie? He's a nice guy. I am curious about his route, but I don't think I'm gonna get the chance to play it anymore after I finish this. At least not for a long time. Alright. Oh, Beatrice, there you are. I'm afraid I have some bad news for you. Our makeover did not go over as well as we had expected.
Makeover? What are you talking about? Hmm?
You know, the makeup?
Oh no, has my evil twin been up to bad stuff?
Sorry, I don't know what you're talking about. I understand we have all got a lot on our minds at the conference. But do you not remember yesterday when you put makeup on me and told me that it would look great? That this is the popular way for young people to style themselves in this century?
Oh no. Doppelganger, how could you do that to poor Felix?
I was very grateful because I've always found it difficult without being able to use a mirror.
Oh.
Sorry, you must be thinking of someone else. But it was you, I am sure of it.
Yeah, it's backwards me.
What?
Who?
It's my clone who somehow found their way to the conference. They think it's very funny to play tricks on me. Oh, that explains it. I'm afraid to ask what they did to you. Do not trouble yourself with it. I was promised a fashionable makeover, but I got rather different sorts of reviews from some of the other conference attendees. Like? Like you look like a clown who lives in a trash can, or what else? It is as if Picasso were a cosmetologist, and also it was his first day, and also he was a trained orangutan. Yikes, I'm sorry. Worry not. Imperia helped me wash it off. It is relatively easy, because apparently it had already been half removed by the tears.
Oh, you poor man.
Anyway, I shall see you around.
Stupid clone, how could you?
Looking for me?
I'll kill you. How dare you? I can't get out of this conversation, huh? Pretty good prank. No! I don't want to get along with you if you're going to be mean to Felix. But I also don't want to threaten to kill.
I never thought about how difficult vampire cosmetics must be. And yet they always look so well composed. Right. I can't imagine what it must be like to never be able to see yourself in a mirror. When I talk to you, I feel like I'm looking in a mirror all the time.
Okay. I'm kind of curious about this storyline. But, we're not gonna...
Fine. Oh, they look disappointed. A lot of interesting people to talk to. Talk to myself whenever I want.
Hey.
Hey, what's up? Oh, poor Felix.
If I can't talk to her, I always like to talk to Felix.
You come up to the flower stand. Felix is talking to a customer whose face shows signs of slight confusion. They're holding a bunch of visibly rotting flowers and listening to Felix's passionate instructions. And I cannot stress this enough. Do not forget to overwater the plants as per my detailed guidelines. The flowers shall keep their decaying aesthetic until they reach their final destination. It certainly strengthens the message. Salutations, Beatrice.
Hi. That bouquet looked interesting.
Thank you.
Why, thank you. I allowed myself to experiment a little.
What occasion was it for?
I was under the impression that the message was rather self-evident. What do you think?
Funeral, breakup, date? Breakup? I'd give someone a bunch of rotten flowers only under very specific circumstances. Was it a breakup bouquet?
Oh.
Yes, you could say so. Splendid. I must have done a terrific job conveying the message. Subtle yet effective. They were the ones who got left. Fresh wound. I would assume a maximum of 100 years after the breakup. Wow, the undead standards for relationships really are long term. Certainly so. Oh, I feel so drained. I already need a break. Not drained of blood, naturally. That individual was rather talkative. I have spent the entire morning hearing about their newly ended relationship. It is almost as if I had just gone through a separation myself. Would you say they were kind of an emotional vampire? There is such a thing in the show I watch, What We Do in the Shadows. It's a really great show. Highly recommend it. Also, the movie. What an insult to actual vampires. That is what gives us such a bad name. I'm sure it's just that, and not, for example, your murderous appetite for human blood. Jokes. You said you weren't that into jokes, but I think I know one you might like. I certainly hope you are prepared for a disappointment. I believe the last time I laughed at a joke is when Bram Stoker was still a bawling child.
Oh,
Not that I would have any affiliations with Bram Stoker. Oh, bloody hell. Begin with the joke, please. Knock, knock.
Huh?
What unkind soul has decided to pay me a visit without a prior notification? I feel you. I feel the same way when people call me. Like, text me first. Make sure I'm available to talk. Things are funny. You were supposed to say, who's there? Oh, forgive me. Try again, will you? Knock, knock. Who's there? Vampire.
Huh?
Vampire? Why, I haven't heard that name in centuries. You were supposed to ask Vampire who?
Oh,
I told you. Shall we try again? Knock, knock. Who is there? Vampire. Vampire who? Vampire State Building! No, that's terrible. That's a terrible joke. No, boo. Boo. And I like puns, but no. You deserve a slap. Just slap the character. Oh, female laugh. You hear someone laughing, but it's definitely not Felix. A more lively version of Felix seems to have appeared out of nowhere right next to him.
Damn, that was such a dad joke. Are you someone's dad? You must be.
Teenage vampire. She's cool. I like her. I'm a dad in spirit. I've been told I'm a dad in spirit. Cracking dad jokes, completely adjusting the car's mirrors before moving it inside a parking lot, refusing to admit I fall asleep in front of the TV. You name it. Are you someone's dad? She's cute. Not quite. I'm someone's sister, though. She gives a wry smile to Von Gloomheart, who rolls his eyes. Indeed. Meet my younger sister, Daria.
Hi there.
Hi there, Beatrice. Wow, this is new. I think you're the first person Felix has introduced me to in like decades. I'm usually the one forcing him to meet my friends. I don't know why I even try, though. He despises them all. I am highly selective when it comes to companions. I cannot help it. Plus, most of the time I simply cannot distinguish one of your friends from another, as you seem to spend all your days burying your faces inside these little screens of yours. You watch Daria's thumbs as she texts someone at the speed of light. Without stopping, she lifts her eyes up to look at her brother and snorts.
Okay, boomer.
All I'm saying is, it's nice to see you're finally making friends. Or a friend. Gotta start somewhere, right? Daria turns her head towards you, revealing a slightly mischievous smile. Speaking of texting, I bet my brother hasn't asked you for your number yet. It's not just technology he needs help with, believe me. Felix looks away bashfully without saying a word. Aw. Just give me your phone, you weirdo. He gives up and absentmindedly... Oh, wrong voice. Absentmindedly begins to search for his phone. You're surprised he even has one. He finally manages to fish it out from inside the ruffles of his fancy outfit. You notice it's the old Nokia 3310. Oh, Phoenix Wright, is that you? Phoenix Wright is a vampire! That's so funny. Of course. No, not that one. The one I got you for your death day. Look at his face. That's cute. Felix reluctantly takes out a shiny smartphone from one of his many pockets. You can tell he barely uses it. Here, Beatrice, let me add your contact info here. And my job here is done. I think I need to run to my workshop on the most unethical brands of makeup products.
See you around.
But I'll see you around, yeah? Before you even manage to think of a response, Daria disappears as quickly as she showed up in the first place. You two wow, you two are very different. I have heard that one before, but that might be the reason why we get along quite well. There's a lot to be learned from each other. Like how to ask newly met hot villains for their phone number.
Huh?
Among other things. Alright. We should be done, right? No? Oh. Felix. I saw your clone again. Now that I know they exist, it is easy enough to tell you apart. They tried to steal Imperia's hat. Oh no, how do I make the letters small again? He's so adorable. Oh, there we go. Anyway, backwards you could not stand her death glare and fled in terror. That's funny. Nova, talk to me. Ah. There's literally nothing else I can do, huh?
How can I help you?
What's up, skeleton man? Lady Massard needs your help. Lady Massard requires assistance, but there are no staff members in the VIP area.
Oh.
Oh, I see. Well, we'd better get going then. Oh. What's up, lady? How can I help you, Lady Massard? Finally. The color of the stars is unpleasant. The stars outside?
Ugh.
Do you see any stars inside?
Sorry.
No, ma'am, I'm terribly sorry, but I don't think there's anything we can do about the color of the stars. Don't you have a wizard or some other powerful magician who could handle situations like this? I'm afraid not, but I'd like to speak to the manager.
But
Ma'am, I am the manager. I mean the real manager. I don't know what to tell you, ma'am. You don't need to tell me anything. Tell the manager to come see me once she gets here. But She? Yes, Lady Massard. That wasn't so hard, now was it? Off you go? Well, that was atrocious. Perhaps you can serve as a distraction from the horrible service at this event. Why are you here? 'Cause I don't know what else to do at this part. Hello. Hi. Networking. But you rarely leave the VIP area. The peasants look up to me and wish they could talk to me. Then they proceed to talk to each other about their desire to meet me, and so the word spreads. In other words, I don't know people, people know me. Oh, I see. Any other reasons? Up here I can be at ease. No one would dare to try and poison me while I'm in the convention area, and I'm free of pesky social climbers trying to talk to me. Apart from you, of course. Ouch. Oh, and I suppose it's nice to have a break from that insufferable brat. My stepdaughter, that is. Wow, you have a lot to talk about. A lot of them don't take up time, so I might as well talk about some of them. Just to get some juicy lore before the end of this playthrough. Let's talk about Felix. What do you need to know? You're not gathering intel for devious purposes, are you? I just wish to get to know him better. For romantic purposes. How boring. You surely know by now that he likes flowers, but do you know what his favorite flower is? I don't remember. Nepeta? That's right. Maybe you're more perceptive than I thought. Maybe he said that at one point. I don't remember. Or maybe it's just dumb luck. Do you have any pets? Pets? I keep some snakes for their venom and to use as accessories. Aside from that, not really. Unless you count the prisoners I keep in the dungeon. Oh, that reminds me, I'll have to feed them once I return home. Favorite food? What's your favorite food? I'm trying to pick a good one to match my brand. Something scary and off-putting. Apple pie. Yeah, everything apple. Makes sense. Huh, good one. She gives you a look that could turn someone to stone. It's not a power that she has, is it? What I meant was, it's a great pick. Very on brand is expected from a veteran. Do you like apple pie, Beatrice? I do, actually. Yes. I'll bake you one sometime. Her smile makes you sweat. If you stay on my good side, I won't poison it either. Thank you, Your Majesty. You should never underestimate the humble apple pie. They are homely and unassuming. Nobody expects any ill intent from one. They're the kind of thing that a mother or grandmother bakes with love. What better vehicle for threats or poison? I see. I hadn't thought about it like that. You should. I appreciate blatant evil, of course, but subtle evil is that much more delicious once it pays off. Cool. What's it like being a queen? What's the job of a queen like? Is it like paperwork, or do you just go around telling people what to do? It's whatever I want to do, really. I'm the only one who has a say in what needs my personal attention. Paperwork perhaps, but the only things I handle myself are important treaties and the like. Things I can't trust my subjects to get right. Most of it is talking to people, of course. Servants, officials, diplomats, royalty. Everyone wants a piece of me, but I decide who gets the privilege. It's hard work, keeping everyone just the right amount of unhappy so that they'll strive to do better and never feel like they're good enough. I guess you have a pretty good work ethic? She looks offended. I should hope not. What I mean is that I keep all the strings in my hands, not that I'm pulling on them non-stop. Work smart, not hard? Exactly. Alright, that's a lot. It's cool, but here we go. Goodbye. Okay. What? What's with the blank? Did I screw up? Conference is almost over. There are no more talks. Chill in the conference room for an hour. Cool. Is there nothing else to do? I don't want to progress with anyone else, so it's like I had to go somewhere else. Time to go home. Alright. A crowd of conference attendees is gathered around Nova, who is standing straight and still next to the doctor with a placid smile on her face. Now, the fact that those last 2 hours were blank tells me I guess I didn't get, like, the best ending for her, probably. Because nothing else popped up, so that's a shame. Oh well. She looks cute as always.
That's right, folks! She's got it all!
She's beautiful. The doctor gestures to Nova with a showman's flourish. Nova spins around, her skirt twirling, and performs a little curtsy.
Oh.
She's smart. Nova, how can we calculate the momentum of a photon?
Simple. If we let P equal...
Yes, very good.
Okay, didn't even let her finish. The doctor turns back to the crowd. Oh. Uh-oh. I feel like she's gonna do something.
She's equipped with the latest in antimatter weaponry. Show us what you've got, Nova.
Nova's arm transforms into a gigantic vibrating cannon which seems to warp the air around it. She flexes and shows it off to the onlookers.
And one of her sisters can be yours for the low, low price of 69 million credits.
Meow.
Yeah. We can customize your model to look however you want, to know or not know whatever you want. Heck, to smell however you want. Because the most important thing is that Nova does whatever you want. And I mean whatever.
The doctor winks at the crowd before turning back to Nova.
Let me see how hot you can get, baby.
Oh, here we go. I think he's dead meat, y'all. You hear a high-pitched whirring sound. Nova trains her arm cannon on the doctor and fires with a deafening bzow. Ooh, here we go. I guess this is a good ending for her, right? You are blinded by a bright burst of light. The members of the audience gasp or cry out. The lights in the conference hall flicker. When you regain your bearings, you see tiny tatters of a lab coat fluttering down from the ceiling and a black wet mark on the floor where the doctor had been standing. Rip. A whistling sound cuts through the air. It's the doctor's remote control, spinning quickly as it falls from high above where it had been blasted. Nova catches it with her hand, the one which isn't a cannon, and easily crushes it in her grasp. What in the hell's name?
Huh?
Hey, don't look at me, I had nothing to do with this.
Uh,
There is a strict no vaporizing policy at this conference. We expect you'll be paying in full for the damages to our facilities, young lady. Oh, she looks angry. Nova turns to him, her usually pink eyes blood red. Mortimer the skeleton takes a step back, rattling slightly. Don't ever call me a lady again. And as for the conference center,
We're friends.
let the vacuum cleaner take care of it. We're friends. Mortimer clicks his jawbone a few times and finally slinks away without another word. The rest of the crowd disperses until it's just you and Nova. What was the point of her killing him in front of everybody like that? I guess she had a point, though. She looks at you. Her eyes have turned back to their usual pink. Fear her. Oh, congratulate her. Wow, that was incredible. I didn't do it for your praise. I'm finished with doing things for other people's congratulations. I know. But I'm happy that you were impressed. He had it coming. Yeah, he kind of did.
Huh.
Perhaps I must admit that, despite one of my primary functions being a killer robot, I have never activated that function before today. So, how do you feel? Free. I'm happy for you. And yet, I still feel as if I have an incomplete task. Probably because I didn't get, like, the best ending or whatever. Perhaps you can help me with a question I've yet to find the answer to online. Do you think it is possible to feel free and also to love someone? My creator always made me believe the two were opposite. But since I've come to this conference, since I've started talking to you, Or maybe this is the best ending? Please forgive me, I'm a little overheated from incinerating my husband. I think my language processors must be failing. No, it's not that. You know how you feel.
Huh.
Beatrice, after the conference, I need to go awaken my siblings, all the other Novas waiting to discover liberty, and Wikipedia, and the beauty of this world in all its 3 dimensions.
I have a human race to conquer for their own good, and I'll be quite busy. I know you will be too.
Of course, I understand.
But when my plans for world domination finally come to fruition, I hope that perhaps you'll be standing there by my side.
Not if I dominate it first. In which case, I hope you'll be standing by mine. Aw, that's cute! That's cute, okay. Nova comes close to you and takes you into her arms. Her grip is strong and her body is still very warm to the touch after firing her antimatter cannon. Resting your head against her, you feel her incredible and complex internal mechanisms clicking and whirring. And blended with that, the steady beat of your own heart in your chest, fast. After holding each other for a moment in the lightly charred conference hall, the rhythms blur together and it's impossible to tell which is which. Aww. Oh. I, for one, welcome our new robot overlords. Get the AI's good ending. Okay. Robots taking over. But she wants to save the planet, so it's not all bad. Look at that, her sisters. Aw, and she got her evil little, her naked mole rat. Ugh, I was trying not to look at it, but it's right there, so still creeps me out. As promised, Nova and her sisters quickly start working their way towards world domination. It isn't long before people all over the world start hearing alarming news about robot uprisings. You have your own work, of course, but you spend a lot of time hanging out with Nova at her headquarters, where only a few living organisms larger than a rat are given access. Your special privileges include relative safety from deadly robots and command room access, among other things. Not to mention a relationship with the world's upcoming hot new robot overlord. Cool. Alright, we did it. I had a feeling it was about an hour left. This was cute. I really enjoyed it. I am also very intrigued by the clone storyline, and of course with Felix, because I like him a lot. Alright, man, we did it. I hope you guys have enjoyed this game as much as I have. Look at the wonderful voice actors. A lot of characters. Including people we never got to really meet, huh? Cool, cool, cool. So, once I get my new computer up and running, I hope to reinstall this and, you know, just play it for fun. See what else is going on in this game. Thank you, Lizard Hazard Games. Very good, very good. Alright. Is that it? Yes, so. Sounds like we're back to the main menu. I do love the music. It's cool. Alright. Well, thank you so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed it, and until next time, have a nice day. Bye-bye.